There's a silence that follows every moment of pleasure. You know that feeling the few seconds after it's over, when everything around you feels empty. The screen goes black, your heartbeat slows down, and all that's left is the weight of your own thoughts. You tell yourself it's normal, that everyone does it. But deep down, something feels stolen. Your focus, your energy, your drive gone. The truth is, what you think is harmless release is actually quiet destruction. It doesn't kill your body. It kills your spirit. And the worst part? No one talks about it. So today, let's talk about the hidden truth behind masturbation and the fight for your mental purity. We live in a world that sells pleasure like oxygen. Everywhere you look, movies, music, social media, it's designed to trigger you, to make you crave what weakens you. And the more you feed that craving, the more it owns you. Porn isn't entertainment. It's a trap disguised as comfort. You tell yourself, I can stop anytime. But can you? Ask yourself this, how many times have you promised to quit, only to return again the next day? That's not freedom. That's slavery wrapped in pixels. When you give in to that urge, even once, your brain releases dopamine, the chemical of reward. It's the same mechanism behind drug addiction. The more you watch, the more your brain demands. Soon, regular life feels dull. Your motivation fades. The things that once made you happy, music, friends, your goals, start to feel empty. That's how it begins. Quietly, gradually. Think about the version of yourself that exists after each relapse. Tired, guilty, distracted, and yet the cycle repeats. Why? Because you're not fighting an urge, you're fighting a rewired brain. But here's what most people never tell you. Masturbation doesn't just drain energy, it steals your power to control your mind. It numbs your inner strength, your masculinity, your purpose. It makes your confidence fragile. You start avoiding eye contact, procrastinating, hiding behind screens. You stop chasing your dreams because a small part of you feels unworthy. You see, every time you give in to lust, you're sending a message to your subconscious. I'm weak, and your mind believes it. But every time you resist, even once, you send a new message. I'm in control. That's how discipline begins. Not with perfection, but with small victories. Pause for a moment and ask yourself, when was the last time I felt truly strong? Mentally, emotionally, spiritually? If you can't remember, maybe that's because this habit has been silently draining you for years. And let's be honest, this isn't about shame. This is about freedom. Because what's truly painful is not the act itself, but what it takes away. Your focus, your ambition, your peace. Porn and masturbation create the illusion of pleasure while killing the very energy that gives your life meaning. Look around, the most disciplined people in history had one thing in common: control over their desires. They understood that true power doesn't come from indulging impulses, it comes from mastering them. You were not born to be ruled by a habit. You were born to rule your mind. And that battle starts now. Here's the truth no one wants to admit. Every urge is temporary. It feels powerful, but it passes. What lasts is the decision you make in that moment. Each time you say no, you become stronger. Each time you say yes, you surrender more control. Which side are you feeding? So next time you feel that urge, don't run to a screen. Sit with it. Feel it. Watch it rise and fall like a wave. You'll realize you are not the urge. You're the one observing it. You have the power to choose differently. Start simple, one day at a time. No labels, no counting streaks. Just focus on becoming the version of yourself that no longer needs the escape. Replace the habit with something that lifts you. Prayer, workouts, reading, purpose. Slowly, your mind rewires. The fog clears. The energy returns. You'll start waking up with clarity. You'll feel proud of who you're becoming. The guilt fades, replaced by quiet confidence. You'll look people in the eye again. You'll feel alive. Ask yourself, how long have I been fighting this battle? And more importantly, what would my life look like if I finally won? That's the image you need to hold on to, not the momentary pleasure, but the man or woman you're meant to become. Because every time you choose purity over impulse, discipline over desire, you're building that person. At the end of the day, this isn't about saying no to pleasure. It's about saying yes to purpose. You can't reach your highest potential while being chained to your lowest habit. And you already know this. That's why you're still listening. Because deep down, you want more from life: peace, focus, strength, control. So let this be the day you take your power back. The day you stop letting lust decide your future. The day you choose to walk in mental purity and discipline. The battle won't be easy, but neither is living in regret. You've already seen what addiction does to your soul. Now imagine what freedom could feel like. Your story isn't over, it's just beginning. Now tell me in the comments, what's one thing you'll change starting today? Because your answer might be the first step to your freedom.